Do you or your friends get hangovers easily after a night of drinks? Can't stand that throbbing headache and feeling like a zombie the day after? Or perhaps you might know someone who simply cannot handle a little alcohol.
Yup. I'm sure many of you above legal drinking age have experienced this, or might know someone who has.
Yes, and so have I. If you'd like to find out why the effects of alcohol differs from person to person and why some of them get drunk quite quickly, stay tuned to find out more about this gene responsible for it in this episode. Hi guys, welcome back.
Hello, folks. Welcome to our show. In this Gene Spotlight show, we strive to bring you regular insights on DNA that you never knew you had in a fun and entertaining way.
Yes, please subscribe to our growing channel to get updated on our new episodes fortnightly. So, hit that big red button below right now.
Yeah!
Alright, so as mentioned earlier, we are sharing with you the gene that plays a part in our tolerance to alcohol and why it affects individuals differently.
That's right, folks. Your genes play a major role in how your body processes substances, including alcohol, and people with different genetic makeups will experience varying effects.
Yes, and if you are watching this and are above the age of 18, then I'm sure many of you have enjoyed alcoholic drinks to some extent. While some of you may prefer wine, beer, or cocktails, there are those who just enjoy drinking in general to get that pleasant sensation of high.
Before looking at the gene involved, let's start by understanding how alcohol is processed in the human body.
Yes, the main essence of alcohol found in beer, wine, and spirits is called ethanol. Ethanol is completely soluble in water, and as our bodies comprise more than 60% of water, these ethanol molecules are quickly absorbed into our bloodstream and through our digestive system whenever we drink alcohol. Once the ethanol molecules are in our blood, they rapidly spread to the rest of the body, including the brain. And that is when interesting things start to happen.
Yes, your head then gets all funky.
Yes, Billy, it tends to do that. However, if too much ethanol reaches our brain, hangovers may follow. So, how many of you have experienced a hangover before? If you have, leave us a comment and share your experiences below.
Well, from what I understand, part of the process of alcohol metabolism involves a two-step process. The first is the oxidation of ethanol, which produces a substance called acetaldehyde, followed by the breakdown of that acetaldehyde to acetic acid.
That's correct, Billy. Acetic acid is also found in vinegar and is actually quite harmless. However, acetaldehyde is the main culprit behind the high from alcohol, followed by nasty headaches and hangovers.
Oh no!
Wow, that is interesting information. You know, if I were to drink, I think I'd like to try a beer. I've heard good things about it.
Oh no, please don't, Billy. You already have a bare belly. You don't need to grow a beer belly too.
Okay, maybe I shall be more classy and try some wine then.
Good choice. So, now that you understand how alcohol is processed in your body, we can now review the gene that plays a part in alcohol metabolism. The gene is called ADH1B, which stands for alcohol dehydrogenase 1B.
Yup, I like to call it the hold my beer gene.
That's a good one, Billy, because it can help you hold your alcohol, right?
Yes. Anyway, this gene belongs to a group of enzymes which is responsible for the metabolism of several substances, including ethanol. So Josh, where is this gene located? And how exactly does this gene influence the metabolism of ethanol in the human body?
Well, the ADH1B gene is located in chromosome 4 of the human body. It aids in the speed of which ethanol is broken down into acetaldehyde and then acetic acid. Acetaldehyde is actually toxic to the human body, which is why it disrupts our body's natural functions and causes side effects like giddiness, and inhibition of judgment in our central nervous system. It's negligible when consumed in small amounts, but in large amounts, it can cause negative effects to our health. Therefore, the most crucial part of the process for our body to recover from is the breakdown between acetaldehyde and acetic acid and the speed at which this occurs. Hence, the different variants of this ADH1B gene will affect your body's response and tolerance to alcohol.
I see. This means the speed of your metabolism of alcohol will affect your level of tolerance.
Absolutely. If you experience symptoms like skin flushing, headaches, or nausea after alcohol consumption, it is because your body has metabolized ethanol to acetaldehyde very quickly. Therefore, the more you drink, the more acetaldehyde is produced.
Yes, and skin flushing is where you turn red from drinking, right? What about those who turn red very quickly after just one drink?
Well, when people turn red very quickly after a small dose of alcohol, it is likely that they have a disrupted ADH1B gene. However, for people who have a well-functioning ADH1B gene, they will metabolize alcohol well, and thus a higher tolerance to alcohol. This means they can consume a higher amount of alcohol before feeling its effects.
Yes, guys. Many social activities involve alcoholic beverages, which have become easily accessible. Therefore, we tend to drink more, which can lead to massive headaches and hangovers. When this happens, it usually means you have consumed way more than what your body can handle. So do know your limits, folks. However, if you want to learn how to control your intake, but are tempted to drink often, we have some solutions which may help.
Absolutely. There are several steps you can take to keep your alcohol consumptions in check. And here are 5 simple tips you can follow. Number 1. Don't stock it. We often keep stock of snacks for easy access when we feel like a bite. Don't do this with alcohol. This way, whenever you feel like having a drink, it is not easily accessible. Number 2. Don't drink emotionally. Many people tend to start drinking when they are feeling emotionally down. The intention there is to seek the effects of alcohol. Drowning yourself in alcohol is not a remedy, but instead a detriment to your health and well-being. There are better ways to cope with negative emotions. Number 3. Don't binge. Many of you may enjoy binge watching your favorite Netflix series, but binging on alcohol will usually end up disastrous. This often happens at social gatherings where your friends may influence you to keep drinking, or where there is a free flow of alcohol. Don't be too quick to empty your cup. Drink moderately and pace yourself. Alcohol dehydrates your body, so alternate between water and alcoholic beverages to keep yourself hydrated. Number 4. Avoid bars. Bars are abundant sources of alcohol. Avoid going to such places often. Sure, these are great places for social gatherings, but frequenting bars often will only tempt you to drink more. Lastly, number 5. Don't hang out with heavy drinkers. If you socialize with people who drink frequently and a lot, you are likely to be influenced by them too. You don't have to avoid them completely, just avoid meeting them often. Knowing their drinking habits, they are likely to coax you into drinking more, meet their drinking standards, or even compete in drinking.
Great! Those are some very good tips to keep your alcohol consumption in check, folks. For those of you with a disrupted ADH1B gene, I guess this wouldn't be an issue anyway.
Yes, and with that, we have come to the end of our show today, guys. If you know anyone with a high tolerance to alcohol, or someone who turns red from even a sip of alcohol and is wondering why, do share this video with them.
Yup, we hope you like our episode today. And remember, we release a new episode fortnightly with new DNA, health, wellness, and fitness promotions every month. So please do subscribe to our channel and get updated on new content and new promotions regularly that may change your life.
And so, until the next episode, have a drink, but not one too many. Goodbye.
Bye guys!